Hey friends, welcome back to the Chill English Podcast, your cozy space to relax, improve your English, and grow a little every day. I'm Brian.
And I'm Alice. Thank you so much for being here with us today. If you've ever tossed and turned in bed, stared at the ceiling and thought, why can't I sleep? Well, this episode is for you.
We totally get it. Sleep problems are super common, especially these days. With stress, screens, late-night thoughts, sometimes it feels like sleep is just out of reach.
Yeah, and we're not here to give you some boring science lecture. We're here to talk like friends. Today's episode is all about understanding why sleep is hard and how we can fix it step by step.
That's right. We're going to talk about the struggles, the science, the superpower of sleep, and then some super practical tips to help you rest better, starting tonight.
Plus, we'll end with a calming moment together, a kind of guided relaxation to help you wind down and feel peaceful.
And of course, we'll have our vocabulary time near the end, where we explain a few useful English words and phrases from today's episode.
So whether you're listening in bed, on a walk, or even while doing the dishes, just know that this time is for you.
Take a deep breath. And let's begin.
Let's start by talking about the real problem. Why are so many of us struggling to sleep these days?
Good question. And the answers might surprise you. So, Alice, why is it that sleep, something so natural, feels so hard these days?
That's the million-dollar question. And honestly, it's not just one reason, it's a mix of things. Our busy minds, our modern habits, and sometimes even our environment.
Right. I think one of the biggest reasons is overthinking. You lie in bed, your body is tired, but your mind starts racing.
Yes, you're trying to sleep, but suddenly you remember an awkward thing you said 5 years ago.
Or you start planning tomorrow, or worrying about money, or replaying a conversation in your head.
Exactly. Overthinking keeps the brain awake, even when your body wants rest.
Another huge problem? Stress and anxiety. When we feel anxious, our bodies release stress hormones. That makes it harder to relax.
Yep. And even if we don't feel panicked, just small daily stresses, like traffic, deadlines, or bad news, can build up. They live in our nervous system.
And when bedtime comes, your brain still thinks it needs to solve problems. It doesn't feel safe to shut down.
That's why calming your mind before bed is so important, but we'll get into that later.
Okay, let's talk about a big one. Screens. Phones, tablets, TVs. So many people scroll right before bed.
Yes, it's become a habit for millions. But the problem is, screens give off something called blue light, which tells your brain, hey, stay awake.
Even if you're lying in bed, watching cute dog videos, your brain thinks it's daytime. So, it delays the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone.
And don't forget the content itself. News, social media, or even exciting shows can keep your brain active and emotional.
Exactly. So it's not just the light. It's also what we're feeding our minds.
Let's talk about food and drinks too. Caffeine and sugar can sneak in and mess up sleep.
Yeah, even a cup of coffee in the afternoon can affect some people at night. And energy drinks? Total sleep killer.
Alcohol is another tricky one. Some people think it helps them sleep, but actually it lowers sleep quality and makes you wake up more during the night.
Our bodies love rhythm. If you go to bed and wake up at different times every day, your body gets confused.
That's called your circadian rhythm, your natural body clock. And when it's off, you feel tired during the day and wired at night.
That's why having a regular routine is one of the best things you can do for better sleep.
Here's something surprising. People who don't get enough natural light during the day also struggle to sleep at night.
Really?
Yes, sunlight helps your body know when to be awake, and that helps it know when to sleep too.
Wow. So being inside all day, in artificial light, looking at screens. It's no wonder our sleep gets messed up.
So many little things can steal our sleep, and when they add up, it becomes a pattern.
Exactly. But here's the good news. Once we understand the causes, we can change the pattern.
Right, we're not stuck. Our sleep can improve.
And that's what we'll talk about next. But first, let's zoom out a little. Before we fix your sleep, let's remind ourselves why it matters so much.
Coming up, the superpower of sleep. You don't want to miss this part.
It might just change the way you think about rest forever. Okay, Alice. Before we jump into fixing sleep problems, let's talk about something important: why sleep actually matters. What makes it such a superpower?
Yes, I love this part. Sleep isn't just about resting. It's a secret superhero working in the background, healing your mind, body, and emotions.
Totally. I mean, when we sleep well, we feel more focused, more calm, more ourselves.
Let's start with the brain. During deep sleep, your brain actually cleans itself. It clears out waste and resets your memory.
Wow, it's like pressing the reset button after a long, messy day.
Exactly. That's why sleep helps you remember things, learn faster, and make better decisions.
So if you're a student or learning English like our listeners, getting enough sleep helps your brain save everything you study.
Now, let's talk about the body. While you're sleeping, your body is busy healing.
Healing? Like how?
Muscles recover, cells grow, your immune system strengthens. Even small injuries start to repair. It's like your body's personal doctor comes out at night.
That's wild. So skipping sleep isn't just about feeling tired. It's stopping your body from healing. Okay, this one hit me hard. Did you know sleep affects your mood?
Oh, yes. If you're feeling irritated, sad, or anxious, it might not be your life. It might just be your lack of sleep.
Sleep helps you manage emotions, reduce anxiety, and stay calm in stressful situations.
That's why everything feels worse when we're sleep deprived. We cry easier, get angry faster, and feel hopeless more often.
Sleep is basically free therapy.
Exactly!
Here's another one. People who sleep better tend to get sick less.
Yes, sleep boosts your immune system, which is your body's defense army.
So if you're catching colds often or feeling run down, it might be your sleep calling for help.
Have you ever noticed how your ideas are sharper after a good night's sleep?
Totally. I write better, think clearer, and even speak more fluently, especially in a second language.
That's because sleep improves attention, creativity, and problem-solving skills.
So even artists, musicians, and entrepreneurs need sleep to stay inspired.
There's also a strong connection between sleep and mental health. People who don't sleep enough have a higher risk of depression and anxiety.
And it's a cycle. You feel anxious, so you can't sleep. And then because you didn't sleep, you feel more anxious.
But if you improve sleep, even just a little, your mental health can start to feel better too.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that people in ancient times used to sleep in 2 parts?
What, like 2 naps?
Kind of. They'd sleep for a few hours, wake up in the middle of the night to talk or pray, then sleep again until morning. It was called segmented sleep.
That's so interesting. So if someone wakes up at 3 a.m. sometimes, maybe their body is just remembering the old ways.
So just to review, sleep is not laziness. It's power.
It helps your mind, your mood, your body, your memory, pretty much everything.
And when we treat sleep with respect, it gives us energy, peace, and strength in return.
Sleep is your superpower, and tonight, we're going to help you activate it again.
Coming up next, fixing your sleep, tips that work. We'll share small, realistic things you can start doing tonight to sleep deeper and wake up fresher.
Don't go anywhere, we're just getting started. All right, we've talked about why sleep is important and what might be stopping us from getting it. Now it's time to help our listeners actually sleep better. You ready, Brian?
More than ready. And don't worry, we're not going to tell you to wake up at 5 a.m. and meditate for 2 hours.
Nope! These tips are realistic and simple. Small steps can lead to big changes. Let's dive in.
Tip number 1. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends.
That helps train your body's natural clock or circadian rhythm. Your body learns when it's time to sleep and when it's time to be awake.
It might feel hard at first, but after a few days, your body starts to adjust. You'll fall asleep faster and wake up with more energy.
Before bed, give your brain a signal that sleep is coming. That means having a wind-down routine.
Like taking a warm shower, turning down the lights, reading a book, or doing light stretches.
Yep, and avoid anything that wakes up your brain, like social media, loud music, or exciting TV shows.
Let your brain slow down before sleep. Think of it like landing an airplane. It needs a smooth, slow descent.
We said this before, but it's important. Put away screens at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed.
The blue light from your phone or laptop tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime.
And don't just switch to dark mode, really unplug. Instead, try reading a paper book, listening to calm music, or journaling.
Where you sleep matters too. Your bedroom should feel calm, dark, and quiet.
Use blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Keep the room cool, maybe add some calming scents like lavender.
And if noise is a problem, try white noise or soft nature sounds. You can find those on YouTube or apps.
If overthinking keeps you awake, try a simple breathing exercise before bed.
Here's one. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4. Hold for 4. Repeat.
It's called box breathing. It calms the nervous system and tells your brain, hey, it's safe to sleep.
Also, writing down your thoughts before bed can help. Just take a notebook and write what's on your mind. Let it out.
Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and be careful with sugar and alcohol at night.
Try to eat dinner a few hours before bedtime. If you're still hungry later, a light snack like a banana or warm milk is okay.
Moving your body during the day helps you sleep better at night.
You don't have to do intense workouts. A 30-minute walk, dancing, or yoga is enough.
Exercise helps reduce stress and tells your body, I used energy today. Now it's time to rest.
Try to get sunlight in the first hour of your day. Open the windows, go for a walk, or just sit near a window.
It tells your brain it's daytime. That helps your body produce melatonin later when it's time to sleep. If you can't fall asleep after 20 to 30 minutes, don't just lie there and stress.
Get up, go to another room, and do something calming, like reading or listening to soft music. Then try again.
Don't let your bed become a place of frustration. Keep it for sleep and relaxation.
Here's a cool idea. Keep a simple sleep journal. Write down what time you slept, what you ate, how you felt, and how well you slept.
After a few weeks, you might notice patterns. Maybe you sleep better after walking, or worse after spicy food.
It helps you become your own sleep expert.
And if your mind is still busy at night, try guided sleep meditations. There are tons of free ones on YouTube, Spotify, and apps like Insight Timer or Calm.
Some use relaxing music, others use soft voices to tell calming stories. It really works for a lot of people. The key here is not to try everything at once. Start with 1 or 2 tips that feel easy for you.
Exactly. Small changes, like turning off your phone earlier or walking in the sun, can lead to better sleep over time.
Be kind to yourself. You don't have to be perfect. Just make progress.
Sleep is not a luxury, it's a basic need, and you deserve it.
Yes. So if you've been feeling tired, frustrated, or hopeless about sleep, don't worry. You're not alone, and change is totally possible.
See you in the next part.
Welcome to Vocabulary Time. where we break down some of the useful words and phrases from today's episode.
Yep, we've chosen 6 words that will help you talk about sleep more naturally in English. Ready to learn?
Let's start with sleep deprived. It means not getting enough sleep.
For example, after staying up all night to study, I felt totally sleep deprived the next day.
When you're sleep deprived, you might feel tired, slow, or even a bit emotional. Next is wind down. This means to relax slowly after being active, especially before sleep.
For example, I listen to soft music to wind down before bed.
It's like telling your brain, hey, it's time to relax now. Here's a common one, overthinking. That's when your mind keeps thinking too much, especially about small problems.
For example, I couldn't sleep because I kept overthinking everything that happened today.
Overthinking is like your brain won't stop talking, even when you want it to be quiet. The word restless means you can't relax or stay still, especially when trying to sleep.
For example, I had a restless night. I kept tossing and turning in bed.
Being restless usually means your body or your mind isn't ready to sleep. Now let's talk about bedtime ritual. This is a small routine or set of actions you do every night before sleeping.
For example, my bedtime ritual includes washing my face, brushing my teeth, and reading for 10 minutes.
Bedtime rituals help your body know it's time to sleep. It's like a personal signal to wind down. Last one, deep sleep. This is the part of your sleep when your body fully rests and repairs.
For example, after hiking all day, I went into a deep sleep right away.
Deep sleep is the most important stage. Without it, you still feel tired in the morning.
Nice work, everyone. Try using 1 or 2 of these words in your journal tonight or in a conversation.
The more you use them, the easier they'll feel. And hey, learning new words is a great brain exercise. Just don't do it right before bed.
Exactly. Let your brain wind down too. We'll be back with our final section, outro, motivational closing. Don't go anywhere.
And that brings us to the end of this relaxing episode. If you've been struggling with sleep lately, we hope today's tips and conversations brought you some comfort and maybe even some new ideas to try tonight.
Remember, you're not alone. Millions of people have trouble sleeping, and it's not a sign of weakness. It just means your mind and body are calling for some care and attention.
Exactly. Getting good sleep isn't about being perfect. It's about creating a little peace for yourself at the end of the day. Even one small change, like dimming the lights earlier or putting your phone away, can make a difference.
Or even just taking a deep breath, closing your eyes and saying, it's okay to rest.
If tonight still feels tough, be gentle with yourself. You don't have to force sleep. You just have to create the space for it and trust your body will follow.
And if your mind keeps spinning, remember what we talked about. Try journaling, calming music, or simply noticing your breath. Don't fight your thoughts, just let them pass, like clouds in the sky.
You've got this. The day is done. You've done enough. Now it's your time to rest, recharge, and start fresh tomorrow.
And hey, if this episode helped you, we'd love it if you shared it with someone else who might need better sleep too. Or leave us a kind review. It helps more sleepy minds find our podcast.
Next week, we'll talk about something many of us face but don't talk about enough: burnout, what it really is, and how to bounce back stronger.
Until then, take care of yourself. Be kind to your body. And let tonight be the night you finally get the deep, peaceful sleep you deserve.
This is Brian.
And Alice.
Good night and sweet dreams.